So this video is going to be a bit different. I'm going to cut straight to the chase and show you how I set up a VPN for myself. Then I'm going to go into depth about why and what a VPN is later. So I have an Asus RT-AC68 router, and regardless of what router you may have, most routers have a support for what's called OpenVPN. And as you can see now, I am connected to a VPN successfully. By using a VPN with your router, your entire home is protected instead of having to configure each individual device within your home. So there's two parts to this setup. One, you're going to need to go to your wide area network configuration, and you're going to need to change your DNS servers to something specific. In this case, I'm using OpenDNS instead of allowing it to be automatic. You need to set your DNS servers manually because once you have a VPN, you'll likely no longer have access to your ISP's private DNS servers. Once you've updated your DNS server values, you can go into your VPN client settings and add a VPN server entry. For demonstration purposes, I'll delete this entry and show you how I did it. I added a profile, I selected OpenVPN, in this case the provider is Astrill. I enter my username and password. Then I need to upload an OVPN file that I received from Astrill. Once that's done, I click OK, and then I'm going to click Activate, and I'm connected. Now that didn't seem too hard, but it is definitely not the easiest thing for everyone to do, and I can tell you with all honesty that it doesn't come with some troubles and hiccups along the way that would discourage most people. Even to the point that if you didn't understand what I was doing, you probably shouldn't do this. So now that I've done a walkthrough of how to set up a VPN, let's go a bit more in depth about VPNs in general. First of all, it's all about trust. Who do you trust? Do you trust your ISP? Do you trust your VPN provider? There's a problem there because you really don't know who to really trust, and it's very hard to say for sure unless you work for them and know for a fact that, you know, there's nothing funny going on, and that would be kind of like working for the government and not knowing if the NSA or CIA was spying on you. You kind of wouldn't know unless you were that guy. So I chose Astrill for a couple reasons. Mainly because Astrill allows for OpenVPN connections. And because it allows for OpenVPN connections, I can configure my router to do that. And I really didn't want to go computer to computer and install some software to enable the VPN. Astrill does have an app that you can run for your computer, and it makes the process effortless. So if that previous demonstration deterred you and you still want a VPN and you only have one computer, I could definitely recommend using their app or any other VPN that has an app. It's really easy to install them, and once you've installed it, then you just don't have to think about it again. The quality of a VPN may vary. In this case, Astrill does have IP logging. There's a bunch of different stuff in here that may be suspect, but when you look at all the different providers in comparison, it's really not that bad. So this is a VPN Spy, and I know I'm trusting VPN Spy's ratings, and that's also a problem, but this is, again, it's a game of, you know, who do you trust? And so I'm kind of picking one at this point. So if you're still watching this video and you don't know what a VPN is, it stands for Virtual Private Network. And for all intensive purposes, it's a way of encapsulating the traffic that comes to and from your computer in a way that other computers can't see it on the internet. VPNs have some interesting benefits, like being able to essentially what we call tunnel from one place to another in order to be exposed to areas of the globe that you normally would be blocked from, etc., etc. So why did I make this video, and who is it for? Internet service providers selling your information to third parties is a really hot topic right now. And it's not something that I can tolerate. And using a VPN is really the only way that you can protect yourself from your ISP logging everything you do on the internet and subsequently selling that information. Installing a VPN, whether it's on your phone, on your router, or your computer, is not a trivial thing for a bunch of reasons. So this is not for everyone. I wouldn't recommend anyone using a VPN if they really didn't understand what they were doing, especially didn't understand who they were getting service from, because VPNs themselves can be suspect as well, just as much as, say, an internet service provider. You could be signing up for a VPN in another country that doesn't have the same laws. There's so much there that could put you more in jeopardy than if you just left it alone. So again, there are plenty of reputable VPNs, but you need to pick one for yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. I tried to keep it as short as possible. Please give it a like if you liked it, and especially if it helped you. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. And if you can, please support me on Patreon. It really helps me out, and that I can actually continue to do videos like this, because this is one of the topics that I'm really, really passionate about. And I want to make sure that I can spread the word to everybody and we can kind of grow in our wisdom in cyber fitness. Thanks. See you next time.